Hello, folks. This is Colin Keith Roach again from Homeward Life Tours. I got a pretty good response to my last video, which was about, well, everyone saw it, I guess. My last video about how is our reparation going. And but not everyone saw it. I got a pretty good response. And some people suggested to me that we need to do some preparatory work before coming here to the continent, those of us from home. And after I've thought about it, I agree. When I say preparatory work, we're not talking about the usual stuff you hear about make a plan, save your money, and so forth and so on, and make good decisions. We all know that. We've been listening to that now for a long, long time. By preparatory work, we need to know about our legacy of slavery, how we were dehumanized. We need to understand how Africa broke up into many pieces in slavery. How the avarice of African kingdoms, who were pretty much like an arms race between each other to get rich off of slavery. It was like mayhem. Let's face it, that's what it was. And that mayhem and all that sadness and all that misery made Africa easy to colonize because it was so broken up. It made it easy to exploit and colonize. So our continental brothers and sisters were colonized and we were enslaved. Now we are trying to come home and rebuild. I call it homeward bound because we are homeward bound. And the numbers now, it's only going to explode and increase possibly exponentially in the years to come and in the next 4 or 5 years or so forth. So what I'd like to do, and someone suggested I do this, I put together a panel of folks who would like to discuss this whole thing from our enslavement to our rebirth. Rebirth means going back home, and we're going to call it homeward bound. So if you would like to talk about our past, our legacy, and what we need to do to revitalize ourselves to go home, that would be very, very good. But I need about 5 people on a panel to have some shows about that. I need people from the diaspora, and I need people from the continent. Look at the description below. I'm going to put everything in there as far as contacting me is concerned. So if you have something to contribute, contact me and we could put the panel together that way. But in so doing, let me say, we have to understand you're not going to just come on the panel and keep a lot of noise. You have to understand something about how we got where we are and what we're trying to do now and how we could have a renaissance or a rebirth with our brothers on the continent. So I'd like to engage, I'd like to have some people from the continent and some people from the diaspora who could come on and we can exchange ideas and views and so forth. And maybe even argue, who knows, it doesn't matter. But we just have to try to do that. I know that there are some shows where people talk about such things, but all they really do is call each other's names. I don't think that's going to fly. I really don't. So this is a very short video. It's a call for action. That's what I'm doing here. I'm calling for action. I'm putting it out there. You don't have to be a YouTuber, okay? You don't have to be a YouTuber at all. You have to be someone who have that sense of history, that sense of our past, and probably who is entertaining the thoughts of coming back to Africa. Or if not, just what you can contribute based on what you know about our past. What we're talking about is our destruction and our renaissance, our destruction and our birth. And now we're trying to actually reborn. And that is the stupendous, unbelievable, incredible task that we are faced with. But we have to do it. We have no choice, okay? So if you want to participate in that panel, just go to the description down below. You'll see how to contact me and we could talk about it. Okay, brothers and sisters, bye.